Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the granny square blanket. The one that is a single big square. And how to make it so it doesn't have a sway to the left. I've got a few little pointers. Hang on a tick. Okay, the colours I'm using for this blanket are all Paintbox DK except for one Stylecraft Special DK. The colours I've chosen are Shrimp, Vanilla Cream, Soft Fudge, mega little amount left there. I do have some more balls of that one. This one is Peach Orange, Blush Pink, Vintage Peach. This one I just love, adore this colour. And a Paintbox colour that I have not been able to find. This is my very last one in this colour, so I don't have a ball ring or tag for it to tell me what it is. I went scrolling through the Paintbox colours online, couldn't find it in Stylecraft. So this little one has become a bit of a mystery. I'm wondering, has it been taken off their range? Now this one is the Stylecraft Special DK and that's called Pale Rose. Again, I've thrown some warmth into this project. I realised recently that I tend to throw either browns or golds into my colourways. No matter what they are, I will add those in and then it just feels right for me. It's me and my warm tones. I've been asked how many rounds I would do on a granny square before I felt like it needed alternating. So swapping sides of your granny square for each round. This one is 7 rounds and I feel like it's already starting to develop just a ever so little slant on the first 2 rounds there. So I definitely wouldn't go over 7. So if you're making 7 round granny squares, I think it's all fine. It blocks out nicely. But if you were going any more than that, you would need to go straight into the technique of swapping your directions every second round. So don't do 7 in all the same direction here and then after that start swapping the direction. Start your direction swapping straight away. Okay, it'll just look a bit funny if the center is different to the rest of the blanket. How I create my granny square blankets is from the very beginning, alternating which direction you do your round in. So every second round, you will flip your work over and start it in the opposite direction. This helps to prevent this left hand sway that develops. I also don't put any chains in between the clusters, except in the very corner, and then I only do one chain in between the 2 clusters. I use a 4mm hook because it just keeps everything more compact, I find. If I was to use a 4.5mm hook, I would be having a bit more, what can you say about yarny real estate? There'd be more volume to have to try and contain. So I feel like the smallish hook and the no chains in between. Keeps it together and in a square shape. Now there's one other trick I'll show you in a sec. Let's just crochet up to this corner and we'll finish this round off, and then I'll show you what I do. Righto, we just need scissors, pull that through. We're doing the invisible finish with this one. So pop your yarn in a darning needle. We're skipping the very first V there and we're going under the second V's. Pulling our yarn, taking the stitch back down into the stitch that we came from so that it creates a V that looks seamless. Then turning it over and we'll weave in the ends. Actually, I might just leave that and come back to that just so I can show you more of what you need to know. Righto, so we've finished off at our corner. Now what we do is we turn our work over, and the place to begin the next round is not where we finish off. You choose another corner. It doesn't matter which one it is. It can be the one that's directly opposite and start there. It was a trick, I don't know where I found it, but it made a lot of sense to me, so that again your work didn't build up kind of a memory by starting in exactly the same spot every time. Now of course, if this was a full colour, you could do it if you wanted to weave in ends, but it's just much easier when you're changing colour every round. So starting with a slip stitch. Your slip stitch really can matter. I do have a video about that. We're doing US terminology and we're doing 3 double crochets to make our granny cluster. Chaining one for the corner. Making our second cluster for the corner. And then we move on. Nice and easy. I'm actually working at making this blanket random. Now that's a bit of a anomaly, isn't it? You shouldn't have to work at making something random, but I am absolutely terrible at random. So some projects I think, all right, I'll try working on my randomness, and even if I do have to work at it and make sure it's not developing a pattern, because I am a very black and white sort of a person and like things to be fair and equal. So where was I? Hoping that one day random will come easily to me, because it really doesn't at the moment. How about you? Are you able to do random? Some people can do random and it looks absolutely amazing. I admire those people. It just comes naturally to them. It's just what their brain type is like. I just know that mine isn't. Do I have anyone else out there similar to me? Random colour placement is really difficult. Anyway, this is how we go on with our granny square blanket. I'm going to go back through the few techniques that I use to keep it nice and square. Number 1, alternating the direction of the rows. Number 2 is no chains in between the clusters. Number 3 is 1 chain in the corner. Number 4 is changing the position where you start each round. So don't start and finish, or finish and start a round in the same corner every time. Mix it up a bit. And I really feel like my smaller hook helps to keep the work more compact. Because if I used a bigger one, I feel like it would get wavy. That's just my opinion. You can let me know in the comments if you found something different to that happen. But that's how I work it, and I just don't have a problem with a slant on my granny blankets. I wish I had more that I'd already sold so I could show you. But I did do a blanket sale earlier in the year because I had so many projects that were finished just sitting in the cupboard going to waste. I just like that someone will use them. That makes me happy. So this blanket wasn't going to come out and be shown for a little while. I was saving this one up for the end of the year. When things get really busy and hectic, my brain gets into overload from what I see online with all the Christmas makes and things like that. So that's the time when I will start doing more simple projects, things that you don't have to think too hard about. You can just do them. Anyway, so I will pop this away and leave the rest of it till the end of the year because I do have things I'm meant to be doing. One little thing, in my next video, I'm going to do the tutorial for the popcorn hexagon that some of you might like to use in your temperature blanket. So look out for that next video, okay? It'll be next one in line. Thanks again for watching, everyone. It's really nice having you here, and I'm loving the interaction. Okay, I'll go, and I will be seeing you all again very soon. Have a great day. Bye for now. Okay, I'll go. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Okay, thanks again for watching.